This episode pretty well screams, "Oh crap, the deadline's coming, get something written." Well, when in trouble, go for the cliche.
Somewhere in the remote heights of the Transylvanian Alps rests a strange abandoned castle. Whose single sinister dweller is about to rise after 100 years' sleep.
Yes, that's Count Dracula, complete with the cape and the accent and the whole bit. He has big plans.
What's the vagus?
Money, eh?
Nope, no money. This is powder that turns people into vampires. He's scattering it all over the local populace. And where did he buy this stuff? Every bit of vampire lore out there from Dracula on says the only way to turn a person is to bite them. Maybe this isn't dust at all. It's vampire fleas.
An unsuspecting jetliner navigates through, unaware of the fate that awaits it. Suddenly, a strange luminescent powder begins to take effect.
I want to know how those vampire fleas got into a closed air recycling system with more filters than a cigarette factory. Suddenly, everybody on the plane, including the pilots, turn to bats and fly away, leaving the jet on autopilot. Where is it going to crash when it runs out of fuel? At the Hall of Justice, the Wonder Twins are going to practice using their powers while things are quiet.
Wonder Twin powers, activate! Oh no!
I think we just created the abominable snow gleek.
If he can fly with those wings, it could come in handy, but they won't leave him like that. While they're horsing around, the Trouble Alert is getting a call.
Super friends, we are in desperate need of your help. One of our Transylvanian jetliners has just landed with no passengers and no crew.
It what? The plane landed itself. We can't even do that now, never mind 1978. Do Transylvanian jet makers know something the rest of us don't?
Welcome to the castle of Count Dracula. You are all under my control, and you will help me transform the entire world into vampires. Soon, Earth will be a planet of the living dead.
Vampires subsist by consuming blood, right? If he changes everyone on the planet into vampires, what are they going to eat? Even so, he sends them out, presumably to go bite people.
Look, a vampire!
Quick, bar the windows!
Or maybe biting and all that takes too much run time. Beams from the eyes are not only more efficient, they're more cliché. That's our theme today. Batman has found some of the powder in the plane but hasn't analyzed it yet. Spoiler, he never will. Right now he's checking the plane's course.
According to the radar, the jet was only out of sight for a few seconds when it passed through some heavy clouds.
Those are the clouds, Batman, around those high peaks.
It's our only lead, and a slim one at that. Come on, Robin, we'd better check it out.
Following that lead takes them to the castle, of course.
If I'm not mistaken, that looks like the castle of Count Dracula.
I hope the world's greatest detective does realize that Count Dracula is fictional. There's some evidence that Bram Stoker didn't even know that much about Vlad the Impaler, so saying he based Dracula on him may or may not be the case. But old Vlad lived and died in the 15th century, and I think it's safe to say that nobody's seen him since.
It looks like there's nobody home, Batman.
You're wrong, intruders. You shall pay for your interfering.
Listening to how he talks, I'm guessing that before he became a vampire, the Count was a heavy smoker and had emphysema.
Holy bottomless pits, Batman! Dracula's lowering us into a sunken well, and the rainwater's filling it up fast!
That's the kind of thing that happens when you stand around and talk about what you're going to do instead of, doing it.
The sinister bats continue to transform their helpless victims into vampires.
Jupiters, we've got to do something to help them.
What's the trouble, Zan?
Super friends, thank goodness you're back.
They're being overrun by vampire bats. Aquaman and I can handle it, Superman.
Let's go.
Oh, can you now?
This place looks deserted.
But there's got to be.
Wonder Woman, look out!
There's too many of them. I've got to get out of here.
So much for handling it. Things get bad enough that Aquaman has to summon a whale to smash the ice those people are standing on and dunk them into the water so he and Wonder Woman can get to the invisible jet and get away. While they're losing that fight, there's more trouble alerts coming in.
Superman, you must help us. Vienna is being ravaged by thousands of vampires. Dracula is turning everyone into...
Turning everyone into that. Since Superman is an alien, I'm guessing this stuff doesn't work on him. This is why I don't try to guess things very often, because I'm usually wrong. With Superman going around the world changing people, the danger factor just went up to 11. Zan and Jaina are watching this and they know they're the only ones left who can try to help.
Hold it, Jaina. I'll provide the transportation this time. Shape of an ice rocket. Hop in, Jaina.
But how are you going to power this thing, Zan?
Steam. What else?
That way he doesn't pollute the air. So how do they propose to stop Vampire Superman?
Shape of a woolly mammoth.
Form of ice water.
Okay, Zan, let's go.
I'm with you, Jaina.
Okay, Zan, get ready. Freeze! Come on, Superman. Snap out of it.
Not like that. Never mind. I'm not sure what that was supposed to do in the first place, but file it under. That didn't work. Batman and Robin are still getting a forced bath, and the water is getting deep.
Holy artesian wells, Batman! The water's gonna cover us any second.
And I can't reach my utility belt. There's only one chance left. My emergency back finger file. If I can just saw through in time.
He forgot it was just a nail file. It broke almost immediately. As far as anybody knew, the dynamic duo just vanished. But that's what can happen when you depend too heavily on the principle of only my can save us now. Sometimes you end up with the wrong. In the Batjet, they pick up a call from Wonder Woman and Aquaman. They need to compare notes.
We better... It's the trouble alert, Batman.
Batman, Vienna is on the brink of disaster. Superman and the Wonder Twins have transformed nearly everyone into hideous vampires.
Great Gotham. We've got to find a way to counteract that vampire transformation. Aquaman, Wonder Woman, we'll meet you at the Biological Research Center in Switzerland.
Roger, Batman.
I like how he didn't think of that until their friends were directly affected. And now I have to say, take a deep breath. This is going to get...
According to the calculations, Batman, there is only one possible antidote that might reverse the effects of these vampires.
I think I can guess this one. It's some super rare element that's only found near the Earth's core, so Superman is probably the only one who could go get it. But he's a vampire, so Wonder Woman will have to modify her invisible jet to withstand the intense heat, and she'll go get the thing. How close am I?
This strange breed of South American bat lives in a deep cave in the Andes Mountains. It is the only known species with an immunity to the vampire bat.
But what can we do to reverse the effects they have on people?
It is possible that the gases in the bat's deep cave have something to do with its immunity.
Then if we can spray it on Dracula's victims, we may be able to return them to normal.
So Batman and Robin have to go to this cave and collect air. Well, have at it, boys. Wonder Woman and Aquaman will create some diversions to keep Superman busy.
Holy high dives, Batman! It's a long way down!
It's a long way to the top!
No, to the bottom. Their ropes are long enough and they've found the cave. I guess they both take a deep breath and hold it until they get back to the Hall of Justice, and
That does it, Robin. Let's go.
2 seconds of pulling it into that little canister will do it. They might as well have done it my way.
Batman, look out!
Robin, quick, use your batarang.
I won't even.
Batman, what happened?
That little puff fixed all those people. This is some concentrated air. And there's enough of it to cure everybody, including Superman.
He got us, Batman! But nothing's happening.
Being in that cave must have made us immune.
This is some good stuff. I'm glad the pharma companies don't know about it, or it'd cost about $5,000 a psst. They should all be immune now, so while the others hop into a jet and distribute the special air, Superman has an idea how to take care of Dracula.
My heat vision will transform my suit into the dull rags they were before.
Of course, and with this bat makeup, you'll be a vampire again.
He carries makeup in his utility belt. That explains why he and Robin look at each other so much. They're checking each other's lipstick.
So you have completed your job so soon. Good. Soon you will turn another city into vampires.
Not this time, Dracula. Your ghoulish little game is over.
Get him!
You're next, Dracula.
The others will come along with the magic air soon enough.
I'm sure we can find a nice dark hole to keep you where you won't do any harm.
He's defeated, they put him away somewhere, everybody's changed back, happy, happy, joy, joy. As usual, we have a dumb gag with Zan and Gleek at the end, and I'm glad that's over. Dracula? Really? They could have put a whole new twist on it. If someone had been doing more than putting in the time to collect a paycheck, use the special air on him. Turn Count Dracula back into a human. That could have made a pretty good story. Emphasis on could have. Wonder Woman and Aquaman will keep, ouch, don't bite your tongue.